we're completely fucked! Are you girls kidding me? I've been praying for this shit! Come on!
Boys, let's get to work.
And cut. Let's get to work on your face, Sarah, because you look so stoned right now. GFX guys, get on this, do some of your computer magic and fix it. Ready? You got this? There we go. Okay, thanks guys. Now she actually looks happy. Play. Sorry to interrupt your directing, George Romero, but I have some commentating to do. I need to tell these guys how good or how bad this map exactly is. Could you please leave me in peace for a second? Fine, you stupid tiger dude. As long as I can play my movie after you're done with this. Okay, whatever you say, Georgie. As long as you don't get mad at me and start running at me until I lead you in some cool water because of this. Sometimes, man, you gotta chill your beans. Like, what do you have, anger management problems? Oh my, I hope he didn't hear that. Oh well, anyways, what's up my lovely peeps? dtigerdude here. And today I have with me a review of the brand new zombies map, Call of the Dead, for all of you guys to enjoy and listen to. And to decide, if you haven't already, whether or not you should buy this map, because really I have some interesting opinions about this map that I would like to share with you guys. Before we get into my opinions, I want to give you guys a little background about this map and some information about it. First and foremost, one thing you could tell from right off the bat, this is definitely the largest zombies map ever created. It is at least triple the size of Der Reese and double that of Ascension. This map is huge with a giant ship split into half, a lighthouse, and whole icy fields with icy lakes in them. Another interesting thing about this map is that you no longer play as our favorite characters, Dempsey, Richtofen, Nikolai, and Takeo. You play as some new characters. The first of these new characters is the famous Hollywood actor, Danny Trejo. The second character is also an actor, Michael Rooker. Character 3 is also an actor, Robert Englund. Surprise, surprise, the actress who played Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the third character, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Another interesting cameo in the map Call of the Dead is the fact that George A. Romero, the famous Hollywood movie director, is working against you. George Romero rises out of the lake in the spawn on round 1. Shooting him from the beginning is extremely unwise, for he will just rush you and attempt to kill you until you lead him back into a lake. I strongly recommend you do not try killing George Romero till you have a ton of pack-punched ammunition, for his large amounts of health make killing him a long process. Unfortunately enough, before you know it, George Romero will rise back out of the lake waters, with all of his health fully regained. Ziplines on Call of the Dead are a quick form of transportation from one point of the map to another. The final new feature in Call of the Dead is two brand new guns, the Scavenger and the VR-11. The Scavenger is basically a sniper rifle which shoots explosive rounds which explode after a couple of seconds after impact. The VR-11, also known as the human gun, will turn a zombie into a human after it gets shot, and the zombie horde will chase the human back into a lake. Now since you know all the new and exciting features about Call of the Dead, it's time for me to talk about my opinions about this new map. First and foremost, this is a giant map, but I've never seen this many tight corners or overall tight hallways and spaces since Verrückt and Call of Duty World at War. This can easily lead to many unwanted downs. With George Romero and all of these tight spaces, I definitely believe that this is the most difficult zombies map to ever grace Call of Duty Black Ops. Being a zombies veteran, I personally enjoyed the new level of difficulty because it added challenge, something I felt was lacking in Ascension. But for the casual zombies player, the new zombies player, or someone who merely does not play zombies as much, the new level of difficulty may be frustrating, so I definitely recommend playing Kino der Toten 5 and getting Ascension before playing this map. This definitely should not be someone's first zombies map. The difficulty is neither a positive nor a negative, but definitely something you should be aware of before you decide to purchase this map. Also, before you decide to purchase this map, perhaps you should know about some of the pros and the cons of this map. Starting off at pros, one of the first things that you notice as you launch into a game of Call of the Dead is that this map is giant, extremely detailed, and beautiful. A ton of effort must have been put into the visual design of this map, and it looks absolutely wonderful. Another pro are the two new weapons, the Scavenger and the VR11, as well as the new perk, Deadshot Daiquiri. These additions overall add an extra layer of fun to the game, and freshness. I'm glad Treyarch decided to add 2 wonder weapons into this map, making it even more wonderful, pun intended. A simple, yet enjoyable pro is the fact that the zipline is just a joy to ride. Unfortunately enough, Call of the Dead is not the perfect zombies map. George Romero, for instance, is helpful in the fact that he prevents camping, but unfortunately is really annoying and a pain in the butt to get rid of. Also, sometimes I tend to believe whether or not Treyarch went overboard with their production quality, because at times the blizzard on a map just blurs up your vision and it is almost impossible to see in front of you. While these new characters may be fresh and interesting, the quotes that they say are nowhere near as fun as the ones of the previous characters.
I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole!
Now let's review over what we've learned about Call of the Dead today to help you create a decision whether or not you should purchase this map or not. Call of the Dead features a large, beautiful new map, new characters, new guns and a new perk, George Romero as your antagonist, and fun ziplines to ride down. The major pros which make this map worthwhile are the beautiful visual and audio detail, the fun new weapons and perks, and of course ziplines which add fun and strategy. George Romero is both a pro and a con. He definitely helps prevent camping, but is also extremely annoying and difficult to get rid of. The only really cons that I found of this map are the fog, which sometimes annoys you by covering up the screen, and the quotes, which are not very entertaining. Then again, these cons are extremely small, and definitely the pros of this map extremely outweigh the cons. So with all these different pros and cons, what is my verdict? Should you or should you not buy the map? If you're a hardcore zombies lover, Call of the Dead is a necessity to add to your collection of zombies map. But if you're a casual zombies fan who perhaps does not play it as much, I would definitely recommend playing Kino der Toten and 5, as well as buying and playing Ascension before stepping foot on Call of the Dead. Prior to giving my rating of Call of the Dead, I have to give some big special thanks and shoutouts to some great people. First off, BorderlineDisaster for creating the Call of the Dead song and giving me permission to use it in the beginning of this video. iTunes link and their channel link will be in the description below. Go check these guys out, they are amazing. Not many people thank the developers, but big ups to Treyarch for designing and creating such a great zombies map. And last, but certainly not least, big ups to all my fans and subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you guys for being just such amazingly lovely peeps. I grant Call of the Dead 3.5 vodka bottles out of 4. Yes, he's finally done, and I can play my movie now. Let's roll, bitches!